Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to share the joy of uniting two beautiful souls. Allie Hickman, who was not just a cheerleader, but the top cheerleader, and I mean that literally, the top of a pyramid of cheerleaders, flying 10 feet above the football sideline. And one fateful Friday night, gravity won, and it hurt, both flesh and pride. And how did she respond? She got back on that pyramid, and she flew again. Allie Hickman does not easily give up. Brad Fortenberry spent his life in the stubborn service of not giving up. At 6 years old, he climbed trees like Spider-Man. No tree was safe. No tree could defend itself from little Brad's conquering climb except one, the holly tree, with its prickly, barbed leaves. He tried to climb it but pricked his little finger, so he tried again, and he scratched his arms. So he kept on keeping on until keeping on was enough, and he made it. He reached the top of the holly tree with scratches all over his face. Brad Fortenberry does not easily give up. And so too with his truest love. 2 years ago, on their way to their very first date, Brad and Allie had little in the way of expectation. Both had been on bad dates before, awkwardly carrying conversations with people who just didn't get it. But then they arrived, and they sat across from one another at a little table, nestled against a far wall at Mojito's Bar and Grill, isolated from the rest of the room. And once they started talking, neither of them would shut up. Their thoughts entangled like DNA, and a conversation they'd scheduled for 2 hours instead kept flowing and flowing and flowing until the bartender turned off the lights on them. And that was the beginning of the love they now share. rise. Who gives this woman?
Some other man.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to share the joy of uniting two beautiful souls and to amplify that joy as we see it reflected in the smiles and the happy tears on one another's faces, and especially on the faces of Allie and Brad. And love is an easy thing. Nearly every couple standing at the altar shares love, but love is not enough. Marriage is a lifetime together. One part love, one part mutual respect, and one part not easily giving up. And so, as a symbol of their lives forever stirring together, we present to you the wine mixing ceremony. Allie has a bottle of white wine, unique and individual. Brad has a bottle of red wine, also unique and vastly different. Now the couple will mix the two as they mix their lives. Once the wine is mixed, it cannot be undone, much like the love and the bond this couple shares. And like wine, this bond will get better with age. Who carries the ring for Brad? Brad, please place the ring on Allie's finger and repeat after me. I, Brad Allen Fortenberry,
I, Brad Allen Fortenberry,
vow to be the most constant support
vow to be the most constant support
in your life
in your life,
when our love is simple
when our love is simple
and when it is an effort.
and when it is an effort.
I promise to grow beside you,
I promise to grow beside you,
to encourage and inspire you.
to encourage and inspire.
I promise to be your best friend.
I promise to be your best friend.
Brad, do you vow to be Alexandra's most loyal and loving forever friend?
I do.
Who carries the ring for Allie? Allie, please place the ring on Brad's finger and repeat after me. I, Alexandra Nicole Hickman,
I, Alexandra Nicole Hickman,
vow to be
the
most constant support in your life, through good and bad, hard and easy. I promise to grow beside you as we journey through life together. I vow to listen to your words, feelings and silences, and to never take your stories and jokes for granted. Allie, do you vow to be Brad's most loyal and loving forever friend?
I freaking do.
And now, dearly beloved, by the power vested in me reluctantly by the state of Arkansas, and enthusiastically by the former Miss Allie Hickman, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Brad Fortenberry. Please kiss the bride.
guys excited to be here? Woo! Introducing the bride and groom's party, Savannah and Johnny, Morgan and Josh, Aaron and Jay, Mallory and Justin, Kaylee and John, Victoria, Ace and Sam, and the Right Honorable Reverend Dr. Douglas Shields. All right, everybody, please stand up and welcome Mr. and Mrs. Fortenberry.
Right now, I'd just like to thank y'all for all coming. We know the weather wasn't great, but y'all are still here, and it's going to be really fun. If you haven't already gotten your food, go eat. That's what we're about to do, and then we're going to start partying.
This magic moment, so different and so new, was like any other until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, by the look in your eyes. Sweeter than wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have, whenever I hold you tight. This magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever, forever till the end of time. Oh,
This is Fortenberry.
You ready for girl?
sweeter than wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have, whenever I hold you tight. This magic moment, so different and so new, was like any other until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, by the look in your eyes. Sweeter than wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have, whenever I hold you tight. This magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever, forever till the end of time. Oh, oh, sweeter than wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have, whenever I hold you tight. This magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever, forever
Join me.